Hi, friends. I'm Dr. James, Superintendent of Sycamore Schools, and I am delighted to be able to read to you today Chapter 18 out of Gooseberry Park. The title of the chapter is A New Home. Let's get started. After a week or so had passed, and Stumpy was strong and healthy enough to be on her own, the friends began talking about finding a new tree for Stumpy and Murray to live in. The two had become like family, especially since Stumpy's children were forever forgetting and calling Murray Mama, and it seemed only logical the two should do their house hunting together. But Kona, always protective, suggested instead that he do the hunting. Now that the weather was so pleasant, he and Professor Albert were taking walks to the park every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times, and Kona had made so many acquaintances in Gooseberry Park since the evening of Stumpy's disappearance that he was sure he could find someone to help him scout things out. Gwendolyn agreed with the plan. "Moving makes children nervous," she told Stumpy confidentially. "It's best that Kona finds something for you that's all ready and waiting. Then you and the babies can move right in without too much confusion." "You're very wise, Gwendolyn," Stumpy told the crab. "Well," the crab smiled, "one of the benefits of age." A remarkable fact of nature is that problems almost always get solved just when they are meant to, and those who can help solve the problems almost always show up at just the right time. Thus, it seemed completely logical that as soon as Kona went looking for someone who might help him locate a new house for his friends, he ran into Conroy, the famous cat. Kona did not know it yet, but running into Conroy was a stroke of good fortune. "Hey, it's the skating dog," the cat said with a grin, scratching his back against a knobby tree stump. Kona blushed with embarrassment. "No, it's cool," assured the cat. "Word of your heroics got around. Even I was impressed." "Thank you," Kona said gladly. "So, what's happening?" asked the cat. And Kona explained what he was searching for. "You need a tip on a good place, a good piece of real estate?" Conroy asked. Kona nodded. "You found the right man, my friend." The cat rolled onto his back. "I heard about a place just yesterday." He continued scratching his back against the grass. "Nice little joint. South Side. Some starlings moved out and went to Florida because of Granny's arthritis." "How do you know?" asked Kona. "They were always pecking at my head," Conroy answered. "Lovely family," he said sarcastically. "Just hated to see them go." "You better hustle, though. Good trees are scarce since the storm. It won't stay empty for long." "Gosh," said Kona, turning to go. "I've got to get my friends in there. Today." The dog started running. "Thanks, Conroy," he called back. The cat took a deep bow and strolled on. Kona practically dragged Professor Albert all the way home. "After today," thought Kona, "after today, I'll be perfect." The professor kept muttering something about how he should have brought a guinea pig instead of a Labrador, but Kona knew he didn't mean it. Once they were home, Kona sneaked down to the basement and told Stumpy and Murray the time had come. It was moving day. "Really?" Stumpy asked. "Does that mean I'll miss pork chop night?" asked Murray. Within minutes they were set to go. "Murray," said Kona, "Stumpy and the kids will ride on my back." "Right," said the bat, hopping around and testing his wings. "And you have to fly," said Kona. "Gee," the bat said, looking at Kona in exasperation. "Thanks for helping me figure that out." "But first, you have to be bait," said Kona. "Excuse me?" said Murray. "Don't you mean bat?" "No, bait. You have to go upstairs and flap around the living room," Kona explained, "to make Professor Albert open all the doors and windows. Then you have to get him to chase you into the bedroom so I can get us out the front door." The bat grinned. "This sounds like fun." "Just don't get clobbered," Kona said. "No problem." The dog with the squirrels on his back stood ready at the bottom of the steps. "Okay, Murray, go," he yelled. The little bat saluted and went flapping wildly up the steps and into the living room. The next thing everyone heard was Professor Albert screaming and flinging all the doors and windows open. Then they heard him grab the colander off the kitchen wall and run madly toward the bedroom. "Let's go," cried Kona. He raced up the steps and straight out the front door. As they were leaving, Stumpy and the babies waved cheerfully to Gwendolyn, who from her bowl hailed them with a claw. Kona galloped down the sidewalk as the squirrels hung on and cheered. He loved being a hero again. They made it to the south side of Gooseberry Park. Then, after a few queries, they found the tree where the starlings had been living. Except for a few sunflower seed hulls and a half-eaten hot dog bun, the place was empty. And, like Conroy had promised, it was a dream. "It's a split level," Stumpy called down to Kona in delight. "Murray can take the upper and we can take the lower. And it's in a sugar maple, just like the one I was born in." Kona looked up and smiled. He waited while Stumpy and her children wandered the rooms. Stumpy poked her head out of a hole. "And there's plenty of room for treasure," she called. Kona sighed with pleasure. While the dog was imagining all the new treasures Stumpy would be collecting, suddenly Murray came careening through the trees. He grabbed onto a branch of the maple, whirled and bounced, then hung there, bobbing like a spring. "Wow!" he cried. "Are you all right?" Kona called. "I'm all right," said the little bat, brushing himself off, "but it's sure too bad about that television." That ends chapter 18. I can't wait to hear and read chapter 19, The Wonderful Watch. Have fun reading. Goodbye now.